Way cool! What'll they think of next? Oh, hi. You caught me on my break. I just can't get enough of this stuff. Say, riddle me this. What do these things have in common? No, it's not tool time, but they are tools of the trade that some Pinellas County employees use on a daily basis to better serve its community's needs. And that's why we're here, to give you an up-close and personal look at the county employees on the job. Their dedication to providing a high quality of service and beneficial programs plays a major role in the reason why Pinellas County is a great place to live. There are 25 departments with close to 2,700 county employees who provide all kinds of services. From keeping our parks enjoyable to making sure our resources are used responsibly, county employees are here to serve every day, all year long. Join me as I take a behind-the-scenes look at what a typical day is like for some of the county employees who do jobs you may not be aware of. The Board of County Commissioners Assembly Room, the Inside Pinellas set, courtrooms at the county's Criminal Justice Center. What do these three locations have in common, besides the fact that you can see them on TV? The talented employees of the General Services Design and Construction Division's cabinet shop built each one, along with many other county workspaces. All of this television exposure has the four members of the shop feeling pretty proud of their accomplishments.
It just makes you feel great when the end results are something that you see on TV once in a while, and you just, feel good about you knowing that you did it.
Here, in the former warehouse of an old cigar factory, is where the woodworking magic takes place. The hand planes and bit braces of old have been replaced by the electric tools of the trade, including routers, table saws, and band saws. The latest advances in cabinet making from Europe have also found their way into the shop, making the work more efficient while expanding the knowledge and expertise of the employees. Advances in paint and clear coat finishes, applied with a careful hand, help protect and beautify each piece before it is installed on site. In addition to new construction, these modern tools and staff know-how have helped to preserve a piece of Pinellas County's history.
One of our biggest jobs was the renovation at the old courthouse, where we did all the woodwork in that building. It took a whole summer to do that, and it was pretty exciting. It was a nice job because we got to do something that we hadn't done before, and it came out beautiful.
The fit and finish of the products made in the cabinet shop is beyond compare, but it's the pride and the craftsmanship that are the secret ingredient. We see them every time we get in the car and hit the streets. Oftentimes, busy drivers don't give traffic lights a second thought, but there is no doubt that they are vital to keeping the highways and byways safe. Keeping those signals working properly is the job of the Public Works Highway Department's signal shop. Skilled technicians repair, replace, and rebuild signals in their controllers when things go awry, no matter the weather or time of day. While installing traffic lights over busy intersections is hard work, and signal controller repairs can be exacting, the crews wouldn't exactly call their jobs boring.
We get to do new things every day. We meet a lot of new people every day. We work with different departments. We work with the public every day. And sometimes we look at the public from about 25 feet up in the air, and that's a lot of fun.
Signals aren't the only traffic control devices on the roadways. In an adjacent building, employees at the sign shop are busy making, well, signs of all types. From warning boaters about manatee areas to informing motorists about upcoming public traffic meetings, the skilled sign workers can handle just about any request thrown their way. Using the latest computerized technology and mass printing equipment, makes the work easier, but it's the craftsmanship and attention to detail that makes the final result something they can be proud of.
We get our work done, and it's enjoyable when the product's done to take a look at it and see that it's done right and it looks good. So it's professional.
While not classic works of literature, reading the signs and signals Pinellas County puts on the streets help to keep poetry in motion. St. Petersburg Clearwater International Airport is a very active place. With more than 750,000 air travelers a year, the nation's busiest Coast Guard air station, and a bustling private aircraft business, it's important that everything functions properly. That's where the airport's maintenance crew comes in. These dedicated county employees not only keep the terminal and boarding gates looking spiffy, they ensure the runway lights, beacons, and directional signage all work, providing vital instructions for pilots using the runways and taxiways. And with more than 2,000 acres of property to maintain, even a seemingly simple task such as mowing the grass takes on incredible proportions. But for the grounds crews, it's all in a day's work.
My crew is great. They're hard workers. They're very attentive to what they need, have to do, and they're willing to work really hard. They're hard workers. It's not easy doing this kind of work.
Maintaining the grounds not only keeps the airport looking good, it helps keep the runways open. The Federal Aviation Administration has stringent requirements on how airports should be maintained to keep aircraft safe and make sure pilots know what to expect. The FAA can even close an airport if it doesn't meet these regulations, making the maintenance jobs that much more important.
Our maintenance crew, they're the nuts and bolts. Without them, we could not, have the runways operational and safe for the aviation community. So it's really a lot of kudos goes out to them because they really are the ones that keep us running on a day-to-day basis.
So the next time your travel plans take you to the St. Petersburg Clearwater International Airport, take a moment to look out the window and appreciate the hard work that helps keep the skies safe. Water, water everywhere. Finding clean, sustainable, environmentally friendly drinking water supplies has been, and will continue to be, a key concern for Pinellas County. But while much attention is focused on water supply, what happens to the water running down the drain is also very important. When there's a problem with the sewer lines, Pinellas County Utilities General Maintenance Division is on the case. From major line breakages to problems at individual houses, the crew handles the job no matter the size. We caught up with the crew investigating a problem at a home and found that the work involves far more than just digging in the dirt.
Getting the job put together, get the job plan put together, because there's more we have to call the candidate locate numbers in, so we get them. We got to make sure they're accurate so we don't get anybody hurt, and safety is the #1 priority out here.
While the work could potentially be hazardous and digging around sewage pipes is an unpleasant task, the work crews have an outstanding attitude and handle their task with great skill and camaraderie.
Oh, this is a great bunch of guys here. This is our #1 sewer crew at this time, and they do excellent work.
In less than an hour of careful excavation, the problem was identified. Another utility provider had drilled through the wastewater pipe leading into the sewer system. Now that the problem is identified, necessary repairs can be made, meaning the plumbing in this house will be back in working order. The work is hard. Those guys were great. Believe me, that is not an easy job to do. Well, anyway, believe it or not, there's more. After the break, we'll meet the employees who put the county's vehicles on the road again. Stay with us.
Our oceans, they offer a sea of opportunity for everyone. Nearly 10 million Floridians have ocean-related jobs. The Florida Center for Ocean Science Education Excellence, or COSE, brings research scientists and educators together to inform you about our oceans and how they enhance our daily lives. Florida COSE, connecting scientists, educators, and you.
My daughter was killed in '97, so now I'm taking care of my 3 grandchildren.
I've known Virginia for about 14 years. She's worked with us at the hospital.
I've never had a home of my own.
Habitat is filling this house. Women are nailing the nails.
When someone becomes a homeowner, they feel like they are part of something.
This is a chance for a woman to give her grandchildren a real home.
Habitat is changing lives.
Habitat for Humanity. Support the work in your community. Visit habitat.org.
He's intelligent, he's adaptable, and he's here to stay. The coyote. They don't typically present a threat to people, but they will prey on small dogs and cats. Food left outside can also attract them. Keep your pets inside and livestock pens securely. Close trash cans tight and feed pets indoors. Coyotes who don't show a fear of people may be sick and should be reported to animal services. Call 582-2600 for more information, and remember, keep wildlife wild.
I don't want her to be labeled.
He's just like I was in school.
It's just a phase. He'll get over it.
Millions of kids have learning difficulties and are struggling in school. But instead of excuses, they need help. They learn differently. See how far your child can go. Visit focusonlearning.org. Do it for your child. Do it for yourself. But do it now.
Remember the old nursery rhyme? The wheels on the bus go round and round. Well, so do the wheels on the cars and trucks. And keeping all those wheels going is the job of General Services Fleet Management. From oil changes to new engines, nothing is too big for them to tackle. And it's not just county vehicles. Fleet is under contract to maintain vehicles from other jurisdictions. Throw in a complement of generators, heavy tractors and mowers, specialized equipment, well, you get the picture. With so many different parts, it takes a monumental effort to find the exact match, but it's all in a day's work for the parts department. If they don't find it in a catalog, they can be very resourceful.
There are times that we have to go through salvage yards, some truck rehab places. Sometimes we have to go out of state to get a particular item.
Maintenance is just one of the many things Fleet does at its 11-acre yard. The division's 71 employees are masters when it comes to making a vision a reality.
Someone will come in with an idea, and that's all they have. By the time they get from the hydraulic shop to the welding fabricating shop to the mechanical shop, whichever it is, to the body shop, we can create exactly what they need.
Say you need a truck painted. There's a fully capable spray shop on site. How about a special piece of equipment made? Cutting metal, grinding, stick and wire welding. If it can be made out of metal, it can be made here. The welding and fabrication shop can turn around special projects quickly.
We're an elite group, sort of. I mean, we go get it. I mean, there's not a lot of time to be standing around. We get stuff in and out of here pretty quick.
They made it look so easy, I thought I'd try my hand at it.
Flip your hood down, pull the trigger. That's good. Come up again.
Cut. Once the experts showed me how, I guess I did pretty well for a beginner.
From the smallest tractors to the biggest dump trucks, the magicians at General Services Fleet Management keep Pinellas County's cars and trucks on the road.
Pinellas County's water supply is one of the safest in the country, and it quenches the thirst of more than 360,000 people.
It's pumped from its source and treated until it's pure and healthy, but it has one more stop before it gets to your tap. That's right here at the meter.
And who does the county call on to check the more than 105,000 meters? The utilities meter readers for Pinellas County. Using this Itron handheld computer, these 10 dedicated employees pound the pavement, reading meters from Tierra Verde to Tarpon Springs. It takes teamwork to get the job done, and each meter reader is glad to lend a hand once his or her assigned route is done for the day. Barring the occasional encounter with a neighborhood dog, The work is straightforward. Open the meter box, read the dial, enter the readings into the Itron, then it's off to the next house. But sometimes, homeowners inadvertently make their job a little more like a game of hide and seek with their landscaping.
And sometimes there's no location in your Itron, so you have to, basically find them yourself, and you've got to go through the bushes, shrubs, they're covered up.
While most people aren't so happy to see the meter reader coming, there's no more pleasant sight than the arrival of a meter reader when customers are waiting for their water to be turned on at their new home. Whether a palatial estate or the most humble of abodes, a house is barely habitable without a ready supply of clean water, something the meter readers make happen.
It's a new home, and they're pretty happy being there, but they have no water. And then when they see you come up, you turn the water on and they realize they have water, they come out and greet you, and it's like, wow, thank you so much for turning my water on. I was wondering when you would get here.
So, when you start up the shower at the end of a hard day, think of these fine folks in the field whose job it is to keep the water flowing. A trip to any Pinellas County park is a feast for the senses. There's the tempting smell of food on the grill, the feel of warm sun on your shoulders, the sound of children on the playground. Then there are the beautiful views of lush green foliage and flowers bursting with color. And, while some of the landscaping is courtesy of Mother Nature, Pinellas County's Park Department handles the rest. A specialized 8-member team at the nursery put their skills to the test.
Couldn't ask for a greater bunch of people. I have 2 certified arborists on staff. That's an international certification. We have another 12 licenses that are carried by staff and a number of horticulture certifications. Just a great bunch of people to work with. They care about what they do, and they take great pride in their work.
While the staff works mostly with plant wholesalers for smaller shrubs and ground covers, they also care for more than 7,000 trees. The smaller ones are placed in pots, which will find a way to the parks. The larger trees, such as this elm, are handled with a big tree spade, which makes short work of removing them from the ground. The nursery staff also does a lot of their work in the field. Today, this crew is at Sand Key Park, removing exotic Australian pines. From the nimble bucket truck to the brute force of the stump grinder, cleanup is quick. And when the work is done, the results are stunning. From the park's entrance to the smallest detail around a picnic shelter, everything is done with pride. For the people of Pinellas County.
Yes, we constantly get comments about how nice it looks after we get done, because we generally try to use some flowering plants to give some impact.
So the next time you're in a county park, relaxing in the beautiful scenery, just remember it's the employees of the Park Department's nursery that keep everything looking top-notch.
Pinellas County's Animal Services plays an important role in sustaining our county's high quality of life. By supporting spay-neuter programs, controlling the spread of rabies, and advocating responsible pet ownership, our county's Animal Services team is ready to serve and protect. If there's ever a concern for the well-being of people or their pets, the county's animal control officers take the lead. Using advanced technology, experienced dispatchers locate the nearest officer to respond to the situation as quickly as possible.
Everything's done through a computerized dispatch to where they see what calls need to be done, but if they're on the way to a call and I have an emergency call that needs to be done, I can divert them to where I need them.
Animal control officers spring into action. It's these dedicated field workers who often put themselves into harm's way to protect people and pets.
They're a fantastic group of guys. They're animal lovers. They're people persons. They've got a great job out there. It's a difficult job, but they really love their job.
While some assignments may lead them into danger, other calls are easier. Today, there was a call to report a stray dog outside of Pinellas Park Middle School. The school's resource officer keeps the dog out of traffic.
Oh, Soggy, aren't you? Look at you. Oh, yeah. Good girl. Aw. Somebody definitely wants you back.
This little terrier may have escaped her owner, but thanks to these caring folks, she now has a better chance of being reunited with her family.
And unfortunately, she doesn't have her collar on, but hopefully we get her back. She might have a chip, and we can find out who she belongs to.
And the reunion with worried pet owners can take place quickly if an owner thinks ahead.
Biggest thing is if they do have a tag on them, like you know, they are supposed to have, and if they do have a tag, that makes it much easier for us to return them. And on our computer system, we are able to pull up who the owner is from the tag, and we will take it back to them.
Animal Services, can I help you?
Even though they handle almost 900 calls a day, the animal control officers at Animal Services always take the time to be caring and compassionate to their furry friends. That was a moving experience. Actually, I'm allergic to cats. Guess what? There's even more to come. After the break, our county administrator goes on the job with some county employees who use modern technology to keep an eye on services. Stay with us.
Neglected, abandoned. Each year, thousands of animals are homeless in Pinellas County. The lucky are left at shelters. Others aren't so fortunate. Help control the pet population. Have your furry friends spayed or neutered.
Pinellas County Animal Services offers free spaying and neutering for pet owners receiving public assistance. Low-cost services are also available. For more information, call 582-2600 or visit pinellascounty.org.
Do you think we're going to catch any fish today, Grandpa?
Got another one. Dang, I'm good.
You mean lucky. There are more fish in here than there used to be.
Could be. With the catch and release, I'm probably catching the same fish over and over.
Oh, hey, Joe's got one. Check that out. Bring your net around. Yeah, there you go.
Ah, just another day in paradise.
Where the good stuff happens.
Hey, Dad, I got a name on my mattress today.
Good job, son.
Dad, I think I got one.
Hi, honey. Wish you didn't have to work today.
Pinellas County Parks, where people and fish get hooked.
You're missing the good stuff.
Where the good stuff happens.
If you're thinking of making some improvements around your home and you're in unincorporated Pinellas County, make sure you know the facts. You don't need a permit for fences, driveways, or sheds less than 100 square feet, but you still need to follow county regulations concerning safety, public health, the environment, and enjoyment of the neighborhood by everyone. Be a good neighbor to your neighbors. For complete information, call Pinellas County's Development Review Services at 464-3888. Steve Spratt spends countless hours at his desk in the county courthouse and with commissioners. But last week, the administrator arrived bright and early at Public Works Survey Division, donned a uniform, and set out with a crew.
This is just my way of coming out, not only meeting the employees, getting to know who they are, but learning a lot about their jobs and understanding some of the difficulties and challenges and rewards they have in their jobs. It just kind of gives me firsthand exposure to it.
Spratt helps survey workers stake off the county right-of-way near a construction site. He says more field work is coming up, and he's looking forward to each experience.
Well, I've got about half a dozen of them scheduled. A few weeks ago, I was doing the same thing with mosquito control. We were out detecting mosquito larvae and setting mosquito traps and handling requests from citizens for mosquito problems.
The response from county workers is favorable all the way around.
It's a great thing to have the county administrator out here doing. You know, that I think everybody needs to get out and see what's going on out in the real world every once in a while, and I'm glad to see Mr. Spratt taking these steps.
On a typical day, hundreds of people stop by at the Pinellas County Courthouse to file for homestead exemptions, pay their property taxes, or access a host of other services. And when you do come to the courthouse, one of your first stops should be right here at the information desk, where the helpful staff will find the answers to the questions you might have. Excuse me, sir, can you tell me how to get to the Board of County Commissioners' offices?
Well, not really. I'm in training here, and this is my first
day.
No, your eyes aren't playing tricks on you. That is indeed Commissioner Bob Stewart, serving as a very temporary employee at the Courthouse Information Desk. The Commissioner requested this job to get a first-hand look at how citizens make their first contact with county employees and the needs and concerns they express.
It's a wonderful way in less than an hour to learn all of the intricacies of county government right here at the information desk.
After a few minutes of training, the Commissioner tried his hand at helping callers find the information they needed.
5th floor, BCC chambers.
And what did the team at the information desk think of their newest temporary employee?
Well, to be honest with you, I was a little nervous when I was told that he was coming, but you know what? I would love to have him a part of our team at this information desk.
For years I've been on safari, tracking the leopard, the hyena, the crocodile. But now I'm after the most elusive prey of all, the slope mower.
And here it is in its native habitat. We're lucky to get so close to one of these, as they are very shy and can only be seen on certain days by the sides of roadways. Look at the size of the mower arm on this specimen. She's a real beauty. While it may look big and clumsy, this majestic mower is a place deep in the wilds of Pinellas, and it provides a valuable service to the native inhabitants.
There's two main reasons that we mow the ditches. One is for sight obstructions, for pedestrians and cars. This allows the cars to be able to see around the corners and to be able to not have an obstruction when they come out into intersections. The second reason is for maintenance. I am the first line of maintenance. I come in and I mow the ditches so that other operators can come in and clean the ditches.
Beasts such as this have enormous appetites, and this little beauty is no exception. Its regular diet consists of grasses and weeds that can be found near drainage ditches, and they seem to be unaffected by other competitors for their food source. One thing is for certain, anyone who catches a glimpse of it in the middle of a meal is bound to be in awe by the sheer display of size and grace.
Well, some people get excited. I mean, they dot around, and basically it's just, just basically watching them get excited. And it's something new to them, because if you haven't really seen it, at work, it's something real, it's neat.
And as my day-long safari draws to a close, I discover a newfound appreciation for these graceful beasts that call our county home. From deep in the wilds of Pinellas County.
Those guys really get down into their work. Well, that's all the time we have today. Join us again next time as we take a behind-the-scenes look at Pinellas County employees who work hard on a daily basis to provide quality services and programs that make a big difference in this great place we call home, Pinellas County. Thanks for watching.